Still a couple of lovebirds, aren't they?
Yes.
Yeah, lovely.
They were married 29 years. Yeah. And that was his second wife.
Yeah, I remember.
So that was the chain ladder that he climbed.
I know.
That's him on it.
That's the proof.
That's the proof, yeah.
He did it.
He was about 55. Yeah, yeah.
That's when he was a gladiator.
Tell me about that. Tell me about that.
Yeah, because that one. Thank you, Carl.
Can you believe that, Amanda?
He told me.
Did
He once
he?
told me that he used to climb, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm like, okay, Felix.
yeah. I think that was the first hike he came on,
Bless him, look at him.
and he was carrying way too much weight.
Well, he would be, wouldn't he? Overpacked, extra legs
Well,
clothes.
someone lent him a huge backpack, so he thought, well, I'll fill it.
Got to fill it, yeah. Got to fill it.
That's being Felix. Did fill it.
That's amazing.
I don't want this anywhere near those photos.
Yeah, I'll
That
move
is
that of your way.
absolutely amazing, isn't it?
There you go, Cal.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, because when I first saw that one that was on the windy bottom,
Yeah.
when I first saw it, I thought that was your mum.
Oh.
Jen, I think it was Jenny, because it was after she died.
She's using coffee.
Yeah, they're lovely.
She's using coffee.
I'm the same. Sugar and coffee, none in tea.
There you go. That's the little jacket that she knitted him. Telling me that she knitted that for him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she knitted him quite a few.
Yeah.
Excuse me for mentioning.
I've got about 100 more if anyone's interested.
He caused me some grind. He discovered copper.
Oh, yes, he
Did I tell you?
Did he really?
Yeah.
I was doing a night shift with another.
Oh, are you getting this?
I was doing a night shift and he pressed his pendant, so me and a colleague went up.
Oh, no.
And he was sat bolt upright in bed and he went, you sit here and you sit here, made us both sit each side, and he went, I have discovered copper. We were in hysterics.
Oh my gosh.
That's right, he must have been dreaming about it.
Oh.
Yeah, it was
Well, he
so funny.
when I was on the phone with him the one day, he said, I'm going to buy a farm. So I said, oh,
Yes.
where? So he said, in the Magaliesberg, which is South Africa. So I said, that's wonderful. I'll come live with you on your farm.
Yeah, I'll come and know, yeah.
Yeah.
Because he said that to me about the farm, and I said, right, Felix, let me know when we're going. I'll pack me back.
That's a picture I hadn't seen. So
Oh,
that
that's
was
not
nice.
good in there then.
You don't recognize her?
No. Not about.
That's Val.
Oh.
Yeah, that was when they were married or engaged. I think married.
How old were they when they got married then?
I think my dad was 60 and she was 50. So he'd been married to my mom for 25 years and then she died. And then he married Val and they were married 29 years. So imagine having 2 long marriages.
Never seen him with that colour hair.
No?
No. Even when I first knew him, he'd got his grey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had strong hair.
He always had a good head of hair though.
Yes, he
Really
did.
good head of hair.
That amazed me for his age, you know. Even when he got into his 90s, I was thinking, wow, you've still got a great... Because we were ever having to say to Keela, can you go up and cut his hair?
Yes.
Keely, I'm going to bring him down, or she'd come up to his flat and do
Yeah.
it while I was up there.
Yeah.
And he had a shower every day, didn't he?
I did,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I want to hear more stories about him.
Yeah, every
Or-
single day.
I want all the dirt on.
Press his pendant in the middle of the night and say it was cold. We'd put him to bed with a quilt,
Yeah.
2 blankets. It's in the middle of summer.
His socks on, his one.
Don't forget the socks.
He had to have his pyjama bottoms tucked into his
Into
socks.
the socks.
His pyjama
His vest
fleecy.
on.
His
Yeah.
fleecy pyjamas tucked into his pants and pulled up, and he was all tucked in. And if one sock, if one trouser leg come out, it was on that pendant.
Pendant.
I'm cold.
They
I'm
thought
cold.
cold.
He was as snug as
Mind
a
you,
bug on the
he's
road.
lived in a warm country. Warm
Yes,
climate.
yes.
Makes
Yeah.
a difference.
Yeah.
Except when he went out, he refused to put a hat on and a warm jacket.
Yeah.
How fair is that?
Oh.
I was taking him up to Morrison's once.
So
We decided
funny.
to take him up to Morrison's to give him some fresh air.
Yeah.
And got him in a wheelchair. And I said, Felix, you need your coat on. No, I'm not putting my coat on.
These are your kids, aren't they, Daphne?
Yes, yeah.
It just started to drizzle.
A little bigger now.
Yeah, just a
I don't want
bit.
my coat.
And you want you to be dressed like that to go to bed?
Yeah,
Oh, yes.
really strange.
These,
Really strange.
these books are just lovely. And he never liked his curtains closed.
Oh, you could close
Oh
bed.
no, you couldn't close
If you went attempted to close them bedroom curtains at bedtime,
It was.
oh, you got it.
Yeah,
You got it, yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
You were so funny.
I once pulled living room once slightly because sun was shining on it. What are you
Yeah.
doing?
Yeah. You're not allowed to touch the
Sun's on your
curtains.
face, Felix. Put it back.
And he'd only have his slippers on if he had his pyjamas on.
Yes, if he had his
That's
pyjamas on.
right.
He
Yeah.
had to wear his
Yes.
shoes in the
Yeah.
Yeah, had to
Yes.
wear as soon as he got up, dressed shoes.
Yeah.
Ejaculate.
He had his particular, didn't he? He was funny.
jacket. Never saw you just saw your head.
I'm sure you've got some good stories of my dad.
So when I first came, Felix was one of my first clients, and I'd gone in, Val was still alive, done his shower and whatnot. For breakfast, honest, I was nearly sick. For breakfast, I had to fry him a banana.
Oh, yes.
I had to fry him cabbage and sausages, and they all went on plate, and I was going green.
What were on besides banana? Cabbage.
Cabbage.
He ate everything, did he?
Yeah, he did, yeah. He had a
Cabbage with a banana.
and sausages. That was the first meal I ever cooked him.
I'll make that for tea when I go. He used to have his orange juice, his little yoghurt drinks,
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly, Mel.
Actimel.
and then it were porridge, and then it were a fryer.
Yeah, he had a damn good appetite at one time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I remember one time I was going shopping for him and he said, I want an eggplant. Oh, there's an eggplant. I want you to get me an eggplant. And I remember texting you and saying, your dad wants an
An
eggplant.
aubergine.
Help me out. And she pulled back, aubergine. Right, got it.
Yeah, you used to like them sliced and fried.
Yeah. Yeah.
We didn't know how to cook them.
I know when I brought it back, I said to him, right, there's your eggplant, Felix. But what do the staff do with it? Oh, it's simple, they just slice it and fry it.
Do you leave the skin on them?
Yeah.
I don't know, because I've never had
I
one.
used to fry it in butter for him.
Yeah. No, me neither.
Oh.
They don't really taste of anything.
He was a lovely man.
There we go.
Thank you.
Years ago, and the first
I've come for
What did you want a piece of pork? No.
and it was from the people that had run about taking over.
Would you like some pot pie? Well, he
Oh,
was
yes.
one that did it. He told me.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, I've heard Carl said he was.
Yeah. 96 he was.
The only way I know his name was because I'm in number 2. And people used to come and press number 2 and never got other ones.
Oh, so you got all the calls.
Yeah.
So I knew his name, but I didn't.
Yeah.
In fact, I don't think I ever saw him even. I used to come in for lunch.
He used to come down sometimes when they were having deals on.
These are really nice.
They are, aren't they?
When he's gone for a night. Dillis did all crafting there and she used to come to that. She'll look at it like, what is it?
What's he making?
Gravy.
Oh, really? All right.
Yeah,
Right.
that was the day we took him to York, I think.
Oh, is that day?
And nearly froze him. I felt so bad.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Making gravy.
Caught in his natural habitat.
Yeah, making gravy. That's Jimmy's, that.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, that's not in.
He's lovely, he's
But
Jim.
you see, I can't read it. I've got right glasses.
Oh, that's
Is
nice.
that somebody called Ian?
But we never converted Dad to believe in Bigfoot.
No, that's something
No,
that
he
never happened.
absolutely refused.
When I went to put him the socks on, he went, do I have to wear them?
Yes.
I said, no, it's up to you. Go on then.
Oh.
That's also when we...
That was
took
Betty's tea.
Betty's in Ilkley,
Yes.
the Ilkley one.
Yeah.
When
That's
you're
where
came
I
over
always
at
remember
Christmas.
her.
Yep, sat in that chair with a book.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
This was
Now
a
you're going back.
That's when we went out.
Tuesday.
That's when we took them out when they all came
Have you
over
got
at
your flight
Christmas.
sorted? Has he done it for you?
I hope so. I haven't got the email yet, so I'm hoping.
Well, when I first started,
Yeah.
he always had these issues with shutting the
Does
curtain.
anybody want to
Oh, yes.
And I found that out the hard way.
You tried to shut them, did you?
Well, I did. I made the mistake. I shut his living room once,
Yeah.
and he went, "Hey!" and it made me jump. And I went, "What's wrong, Felix?" And he just pointed at me. And I went, "Oh, right." But then I made the second mistake of doing his bedroom ones as well, just before putting him to bed. And he did the same thing again.
Oh no.
But there are recent ones. Oh, it was so funny. It was me and it was me and Stephanie, so the other senior on the other side.
Yeah, that's
And
enough.
we put him to bed.
Anybody else
But
want
we
to
always
know
had that crash mat out for him
Oh, yeah?
since, because I think he had a fall one.
Yeah, he did.
Mm-hmm.
So we always, the blue mat. So we always had to put the
That
blue
one that I
mat
crashed over.
Which he didn't like.
No, he hate. Oh, that was another thing. Every time I put that down, he'd always shout, and I'd always go, "Felix, you have to have it." "No, I don't want it." I said, "Felix, you have to have it." But there was one time, it was only about 4 months ago. Oh, it made me absolutely wet myself. I ended up. So his bed call was from. It was. Well, what were it now? 8:30. No, 8 till 8:30. So it were about 25, 8:25, and I would just we put him to bed and stuff, and because I know he had the cross. I don't know where he had the cross.
Yes.
Was it behind him?
Behind
or on
him,
the
yeah.
side or something like that? And he was going. He kept saying something like God. So Steph went, "Oh, he's trying to say God or something like that." So I'm saying, "Are you saying God?" And he's going. He's just making a noise, and so I'm sat, and then he's trying to sit himself up, and I'm panicking, thinking he's going to get out of bed, because he used to try and do that.
Yes.
stand up.
Yeah, he did.
I'm thinking he's going to get out and fall on the floor, so I sat with him for about 15 minutes on the bed. We were trying to say what he was trying to, what he was trying. And I said, "Are you trying to say God?" I'm saying, "Well, what are you trying to say?" And what it was, he was saying chord. And it was his lamp, but you know the lamp on the left, on the left of it.
Yeah.
It was broken.
Yes.
So I said, "Felix, it's broke." So I gave him the thing, and he's doing this for ages, switching it on and off. It flickered on and off. He went, "See?" I went, "No, it's broken." And then I kept doing it, and he went, "It's broken." And he went, "No." So he was doing this, and then he started doing that. I thought, "Oh God." So I was sat there with him, like we were sat like this. I had to have my arm around him so he wouldn't fall. I went, "Steph, you're going to have to come back and help me get him back into bed." They were honestly doing that for ages.
Oh
and
my
it flickered
gosh.
once,
Stubborn.
and he went, "It's working." So I'm then doing this, tapping the bulbs and telling my ink working. I'm doing this, but thinking I'm going to end up electrocuting myself or something like that. Oh, it was so funny.
Oh,
honestly.
goodness.
That was one of the funny ones. Yeah.
He was stubborn. He knew what
Steph
he wanted.
absolutely wet herself.
Yeah, you have to have it.
He did, didn't
I
he?
know.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Yeah,
I felt sorry for him near the end because he knew exactly what he wanted, but he couldn't tell you
Yeah.
because his speech.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were trying to work out once he were wanting tissues.
yeah, that
It
was
took me about 5 minutes to work it out, but it upset me in a way because my son had a neurological problem. He had problems with speech as well,
Yeah.
and I thought I should have got that he wanted tissues. And then after that we started leaving the tissues in at the side of
He
it.
had a thing for
Yeah.
tissues. He had
Yes, he had
He
to
had
have.
to have a box in the living room and a
Yeah,
box in the
yeah. Well, we
bedroom.
used to just take them out of the
Yeah.
box and
Well,
just
I
put
only
them
figured
outside
out
on the
where they
arm
all
of the
were.
chair.
Mm,
I
yeah.
only figured out like 2 weeks ago.
Exactly.
After
being in his
photographs
carriage
as
for like
well.
a year and a
Look
half.
through some
I
photographs
only,
one
it
dinner
was
time with them.
Sarah found them in the
Yeah,
yeah,
in that
yeah,
drawer.
bloody hell.
Nice.
I've never known where they are.
Yeah.
They're just out.
Well, yeah.
Yeah?
I would make sure they'd got plenty because
It's upstairs.
wanted all the.
Oh, these albums,
I
yeah.
think at one time I bought that many.
These are books we made for his birthdays a couple of years.
Bloody hell.
Some memories. Yeah.
Because I thought I know for a fact what it's like living if when you're running out.
No, I live in Colorado. Yeah. Yeah, it's a long way to come. But I've come almost every year since he's been in here. But COVID, I had to skip. I think 2 years I had to skip.
When I first started, I always made that.
But I'm going to miss this place because this is where, you know, I've always just come to Eden, to Wharfdale. Yeah.
Also, when you come, you sleep over here.
Yes, yeah.
We had,
So it's a nice place.
Yeah, it's wonderful that they have a guest room and I've just been able to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to think I'm not going to be coming back here.
No, we walked in the other morning, me and Callum, and you were in bed.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'd been with him
And I
until,
said to you, do you want to come see? I thought, no, it's not going to change that.
but it was what I needed. Yeah. No, I mean, I'd stayed up till 4 a.m. and he was just peaceful. He was sleeping, and then the night staff, I forget her name, special something.
I don't know how to pronounce it.
Anyway, she said, why are you
Is it too
No, it's not as special or something. But she said to me, why are you staying up? And I said, well, I feel like I need to be here. She said, why? She said, you are tired. I've been here since I came. Yeah. Yeah, in the spare room. And so she kind of gave me permission to. And I thought, well, he doesn't need me. He's peaceful. He's asleep. He's not aware. And so I went to sleep then. And then I think I asked her if she would check on him at 6 o'clock, and she said she would.
When we came in the next morning, so I could tell by his face.
But I was so glad that he was so calm, because I was worried that I was going to have to see him struggling and trying to breathe. But the closer he got to the end, the more his face relaxed, his jaw closed.
I think, yeah, that happened to me with my son when I saw my son pass away. And I think he just needs.
Well, you always wonder how it was if you weren't there,
Yeah.
and you
Get
don't
this
know.
picture in your mind.
Yes.
Yeah, and more than anything, if you've been there,
Yeah.
couldn't be there.
Yeah. Yeah.
The fact that he was
Right. And I think that's why it helps the family who can't be there, that you can say he was peaceful, he went peacefully. It's what we all want to hear. I was with Val, none of her family could be with her. That was my stepmom. And it was so nice that I could just reassure them she wasn't suffering, she just went quietly. So,
then I did it.
what is your name?
Sarah.
Sarah, thank you. Thank you.
From the other side.
What's amazing that at 96 he was still so with it. Yeah, yeah, 96. Yeah,
stand up on the
yeah. Have you seen these albums?
I've seen the photographs as well when I was upstairs.
Oh right. Yeah,
I think that's a good thing for him as well when you sit and look
Yeah.
through photographs.
Yeah.
It helps him with the memory and
Right.
stuff sometimes.
right.
Nobody can take your memories.
No,
That's one thing.
I have a picture of him here climbing a chain ladder in the mountains in South Africa. And
Is that where they live?
they lived there for quite a few years before coming, because she was from Yorkshire, so she came back to her home ground. And my dad, even though he grew up in Africa, always wanted to live in England, because he was a British citizen when he was younger, because Zimbabwe was a British.
What was it? Zimbabwean citizenship is citizen.
Yeah, so he was born in Zimbabwe, and so he was Zimbabwean, but then they eventually moved to South Africa, and that's where he met Val. Yeah. So he had a very interesting full life. You know, it was just a slow, steady decline, aging. I used to be able to call him every day on the iPad and talk to him, and we could have a conversation. And he could tell me, I need slippers. And so I'd look on Amazon and I'd show him pictures, and he'd choose his slippers or his cardigan. And so that was, and I would call him every day, and if I didn't, he would want to know why. You know, why.
But then when you slowly start to see that decline, you know, having conversations you used to have, you can these little signs.
Yeah, he got to where he couldn't answer the iPad. He just, for some reason, he couldn't press it hard enough that it would answer. And then he didn't hear it when it was ringing. So I'd have to wait until a carer was there and they could get me on with him. So I used to have it set on my phone the times that the carers came in, and I would try and time the call. But towards the end, he would look at the screen and he would just look away like he didn't recognize me as a person. It was like he was looking at a photograph. He didn't realize he could interact. But what was always so sweet, right up till almost the end, I could say, I love you, and he would try and say that, and then I'd blow kisses and he would do the same. So that was very special. Very special. Yeah. Those are the memories that I hold on to, because I know he knew who I was, and there was still that connection.
Because I tried to make it.
We had to kind of
used to make me laugh when we used to go into him in the morning. He had a pair of socks on. I think they had a giraffe.
That's when I have my break.
3:45.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll make sure I'm there then.
Yeah. Okay. See
Okay. All right. Thanks, Monica.
I'll see you later.
Bye. But yeah, we got into a really good routine.
Yeah, and that's what was so important for him, was his routine. Do you know?
Coming in, didn't he, every morning?
And we'd always say good night and stuff. And he'd always say good night. Lovely.
But do you know his routine was so important to him? As a kid, I would watch, and I think it was like 5:15. I'd go out, I'd open the gates, and I'd stand and wait. And he would drive in, and I'd close the gates. He was so punctual.
Yeah. But that's what we were like that here.
I think most of us are like routines, don't we?
Yeah, it's security.
We got a good one because he used to take his tablets, because he had a few tablets on a morning.
Yeah.
And he didn't like taking them one at a time, so you'd put them all in.
I heard this.
But I started where I was going like that. So I like that, so he'd show me, and then he copied it. But it became our thing every single time.
I used to see
He used to do it, but I didn't have to tell him, because I'd open you out. But he'd just do it.
He would do it.
was so
Nice.
fun.
And then other staff didn't ask him to, and they always thought it was funny that he would open his mouth and
it
show.
was from me doing
Okay.
it. Yeah, it was from me when I started.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was good about taking his pills. And,
He was good about everything.
It was really good in that way.
He was, yeah. He never, because there's times when we've been in with other people, and they really can put up a fuss about doing tablets.
Yeah.
Felix are always just...
But I remember we had a few battles over the years, because there were things that we had to change, like he couldn't use the walker to go to the bathroom. And he didn't understand why, and I had to really try and explain it to him, and eventually he would go, okay. And then he was okay. But if you didn't give him a good reason, then
Well, that's what I was trying to get with the eggs, because he was obsessed with just having eggs all the time. And I was just saying to Frida, I tried to sort of cut him from the eggs on an evening, because they'd have them on a morning, and it was so funny.
oh.
I remember the eggs. That poor milkman, Adam, I'd ring him up again. Adam, can I reduce the eggs on Felix? Says, yeah, of course you can. And everything. Adam, I'm going to have to come back on.
Yeah, they ended up buying some from Morrison's. They ended up starting buying some from Morrison's as well, so he'd have enough.
Because he'd eat so many.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then we'd knock the milk off a bit, because he weren't having as much milk. And the orange juice was getting knocked off. But then he'd come back on.
Yeah, he used to have a bottle of fresh orange.
Oh, it was so funny.
6 eggs, but we used to use the eggs. And then I made him an omelette, didn't I?
Yeah.
Remember that cheese omelette?
Yeah.
I thought I'd make him something different.
Yeah, we'll give him an omelette and you start after these eggs up.
That's what we did. We had to think of all sorts.
Yeah.
But he'd go to me, I was just saying to Frida on his dinner, for his dinner, he'd whisper to me, he'd go, because I'd say, what would you like for you? And I knew what he'd say, but he'd end up go, he'd smile and he'd go, and I'd go, 2 fried eggs. And he'd go, yeah.
Wow.
And I went, right then.
Wow.
Me and Amanda used to say to him, Felix, you know, look like a fried egg.
I said you're going to start growing feathers. I said you're going to start growing feathers at some
I
point.
used to
He'd
say you're
laugh.
going to be crowing.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just so grateful for all of you who were here for him because I couldn't be. And just wonderful. I never had any, fears that he wasn't being well looked after. So
That's
thank
reassuring.
you. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. When you're a continent away,
Yeah.
you feel really
So
helpless.
did he just have you? Were you just the only dog?
Yeah, my sister in New Zealand. Yeah.
You know, it'll think.
See how he carries him.
Yes.
You can tell that
They've always been
Absolutely. Absolutely. And the messages I've been getting from friends who knew him when I was at school as a kid, I have very fond memories of your dad. Every single person. So, that's not always the case. But with him, they all remember him as just a very nice man.
And when I knew that his name was Felix, I thought it was hilarious. I thought it was a lovely name, it's cute.
Well, he was teased at school because of the cartoon Felix the cat.
Yeah, I'm not going to say that.
No, he had to live with that his whole life.
Yeah. And there was an advert on telly, even I've seen it even sometimes now about Felix the cat. It always reminds me
Oh.
of Felix. Yeah. It's cute. It's different.
Yeah. Do you know he was?
And it's suited him.
Yeah, he was born in Felixburg in Zimbabwe.
Is that where the name comes from?
Well, it was actually his uncle was Felix Posselt, but they called him Uncle Harry. Maybe he didn't like his name.
Yeah.
So, yeah, not many people could say they're born in the town of their name. So it's been a very sweet time. I mean, I've expected this for years, and every time I came, I thought, this could be the last time I see him.
Yeah, we're going to say like when it's coming to Christmases and stuff like that, you think to yourself, is it the last Christmas?
And especially when he was put in hospital this last time, I thought, well, I'm not going to get to see
to
him.
bounce back.
He didn't bounce
Until
back
they-
completely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I understand about all that. I had him in my son.
My mum died of cancer. Very, very painful towards the end. And I was
And you
so.
don't want to see him suffer.
No, I mean, I was literally praying that she would die, and you feel bad, but it's like I don't want her to keep living in this.
It's like me if I had a choice and I had my son back and he'd be in pain again, no life,
Never.
no quality of life.
No.
I wouldn't want that either.
No, no.
Because that'd be selfish.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, just because I want you. You always want what's best for them.
Yeah, I want him back, but not to feel
Not,
lost.
yeah.
You know, sometimes you can't always have what you want.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then 14 months after that, years later.
Wow. Well, I am so grateful for people like you who not only do this, but seem to love doing it. And yeah.
You've got to
Yeah, but when I saw the love and care that so many of the staff showed my dad, I just thought, yes, knowing that he wasn't alone, that there were regular visits.
Yeah, there were people in and out all the time.
Yeah.
Always somebody coming in.
Yeah.
And even if it wasn't our call or time of his call, we'd be still living in between if we were passing.
Nice.
We said he looks like one of Cray twins.
Oh, the man in your dead body. She's loads in here. She's in the
Oh yes, with his yes.
So we've just put it on our group chat just for staff that aren't here.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, he's done that as well, Callum.
Nice.
So we've got
Oh,
all
that's
these love hearts that
lovely.
send love heart emojis.
Well, you've got to get this picture. Let me see if I can find it.
Thank you anyway.
Yeah, thank you.
I don't know what floor you were on, but I can read it.
You will not believe.
I could give him a few.
Yeah.
Callum,
Oh yeah. Yeah, mountaineering.
Well, that's Felix.
That was in South Africa. That's the chain ladder.
Is that him?
I'm not sure if that's him, but that's the ladder that he was
He's got
on.
the blue coat on.
Bloody Indiana
Could be.
Jones.
That was the first hike he came on, and then he came on several.
Oh my goodness.
And he was in his 50s then.
Wow. Oh.
And I felt so bad because he had a huge backpack and he filled it.
Oh.
And then he was struggling. Absolutely. And he went to bed without any dinner, and I thought, I have killed my dad. And I woke up in the morning, guess what I smelt cooking that he was cooking? Just take a guess. Eggs.
Eggs. We should call him the Eggman, shouldn't we?
I told him, I said you'll end up
He'll be
growing
clucking.
feathers. Honestly, I said to him at one point you'll be getting feathers.
Put that one up Rich as well. That is gorgeous,
That's
that one, isn't
fantastic.
it?
Yeah. That is a nice
That
one.
is, yeah. You are double a dad.
Yeah.
Now I've seen more pictures of you a bit younger as well, that you are your dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Definitely. It was me. I put it on our works chat, and yeah,
That's
we've seen
the
that.
one that he...
Yeah, that was
that
that
one.
was in the apartment.
But you won't know who's in this picture.
Oh, obviously Dad.
Yeah?
I want to say that's you, but I don't know if it's...
No?
It's not.
Okay.
And it's not Wendy.
Nope.
Is it his wife?
No.
That's Val.
See, I never saw that.
That was when they got married. Yes.
I can see the cheekbones.
Yeah.
I can see the cheekbones. It's because I've only ever known Val.
Yeah.
Well, I've never...
Whitey blonde.
I never
I
met
know.
Val. I never met Val.
Yeah.
Look how dark he was.
Yeah.
He always had good hair, though.
Oh, yes.
Because every time I did his shower and stuff, I kept feeling his hair.
Well, and that's...
Curly hair, didn't you, love?
But
that's
You've
why-
got curly
Great
hair.
Yes.
He's got the curl as well.
But that's why it used to upset me when I'd come and someone had combed his hair
Flat.
Like, no, that's not him.
You used to do it like
Oh,
yours, ruffle it up, didn't you?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because it was literally like that.
Yeah.
And I used to think, same with Robert, we've got another person, Robert.
He liked it that bit longer on top where it was a bit curly, but he hated it on his ears.
Ears, yeah.
And I think when he started to wear his hearing aids,
Oh,
and he used to
that's
pop them in, he
right.
used to pull it.
The hair, yeah.
Of course, yes.
I can't believe that's Val.
Yeah. That was when they were young and in love. I think it was the wedding day, maybe, or engagement.
It was, they were just like smitten couple, weren't they? They were just,
They actually met in the hiking group,
yeah.
so that's
Gorgeous.
what they had in common. And then they travelled all over the place
But do
together.
you know what though? As he's obviously got older, his hair has got curly, but on that picture, he's obviously combed it straight, hasn't he? So it'd have been going in the day when they used to have the quiff over.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the Brill cream or whatever to slick it back, yeah.
Yeah, the Brill cream, yeah, of course. Yeah, that's been going a lot of years.
You know, when they got married, my cousin, he knew that my dad wouldn't want shaving cream or anything on the car,
No.
so he actually built a paper car and pasted it all around, and then he wired it so that every time they opened the door, the horn went off.
That's brilliant.
I could imagine.
It was so
What
funny.
we do to him.
I know, yeah.
And then he was so sweet. He said, I know this will drive your dad nuts. So he had put a little switch in the ashtray, and he said to my dad, you just have to switch the switch and it'll go off. It was so
What made
funny.
me laugh, I was telling Daphne, you know Mary Berry, the chef.
Mary Berry, yeah.
We're watching Mary Berry, she was one day. Her son was my best man at mine and Belle's wedding. So were we really feeling? Yes, he was. Mary Berry's son was my best man. I'm telling Daphne. When I told Daphne, she said, no, she says, it wasn't Mary Berry's son. He was
Well, his name was Evan Berry, so he obviously just assumed that was...
Every time she came on, we were watching cooking program, and she came on. Every time she came on, and say that to me. Say, yeah, we're Felix.
Well, I just heard today about him discovering copper. I hadn't heard that one.
I didn't even hear that one. Amanda put it on our. I was talking to Amanda last night.
Yeah.
And she put it.
I remember when she told me.
Hello, are you here?
Next time I saw her, she said, "Do you
Hello.
know Felix?" She said,
Hello, are you here?
Copper.
I'm coming through. All right, darling. Yeah. The really nice thing, what I always loved about Felix is when you used to get him his cream corns.
Oh yeah.
Oh. And we could never put them on the table before tea.
Yeah.
Because while we was cooking tea, we'd sort of get everything else prepared and thought, because it's like a cream bun or a cake, you could just put it on. We had to stop doing it.
Because he was eating.
Because he was eating his corn. The cream corn.
That's
and it was all
right.
jammy.
Yes.
I always tried doing his tea first,
Because this is like going back a couple of years ago, before I deteriorated at all. But I used to watch him out the corner of my eye and go. I can't remember who I would have been with. One of the other girls might have been Amanda. But I used to stand there and watch him and I thought he was little. Okay, and then when you give him like a lasagna or his cottage pie, or he's like,
no, don't want that.
I know.
But he'd done that a few times, and then we clocked. And I thought, you know what you're doing, you little monkey.
He's usually trying me. He'd persuade me that he'd want something different instead of eggs for tea.
Yeah.
Make me do a whole dinner. I'd make the dinner, put it in front of him. I don't want it.
No, don't
want it. You don't want that. I mean, you just told me.
He used to do that though at table.
Yeah.
Cheeky. Because we always said good night to each other.
Yeah.
Good night, God bless.
So I have.
We always said good night, God bless. We
So
always said that, didn't we?
our little ritual when we were kids, and my sister remembers this too. He would go. And good night, God bless.
Yeah, we always said
It was
good night,
his
God bless,
little
didn't we?
thing.
Yeah.
And then he'd laugh at me.
But he would say that if we said good night, God bless, he'd say God bless.
Yeah.
And it was only the last week or two that he didn't say it.
Just here. Look, Amanda, I bet you haven't seen this.
Absolutely gorgeous, wasn't he? Look at him. I can't believe that's Val.
I know.
I know. Look at him. Still had that cheeky smile, didn't he? Yeah.
And you know, looking through their photos, I thought, gosh, they just had a wonderful time together.
Yeah, they did, yeah.
They came to see
She
us.
was the boss.
No, really?
She was the boss.
Oh yes, yes.
Yeah.
I remember her saying things like when he wanted that screwdriver, he wanted that screwdriver set.
Oh yes.
Oh, it was a drill.
A drill,
He
yeah.
wanted a drill. You know those Coopers?
Yeah.
He wanted a drill out of there. Why do you want a drill, darling? Because I want one. But why, darling? We don't need a drill. I want to put up some shelves, but we don't need any shelves. She said, no, you're not. And then I think she's had enough. And then she went, no, you're not having a drill. And that would end up. He never mentioned it
When
again.
they used to come at Bistro, there'd be Valerie on mobility school.
Oh, yeah,
and
bless
Felix tottering behind her. Forming a train.
Yes.
Yeah, it was so funny when she run that school.
It was never far behind her.
No, it was.
I have a video of her trying to park it in the little hallway there, and she just could not figure out. She was turning it every which way and just couldn't get it.
Yeah, just couldn't get it right.
Yeah. Oh.
Many a time.
There we are.
Oh. Well, you've been an absolute pillar of strength. All the things you've done for Dad, I tell you.
I'm going to sneak in.
Both of you.
Oh. Yeah. Oh, it's been a pleasure.
What are some of the things that you have fixed and done in the apartment? You were saying about the...
Desperately trying to remember, can't think of anything offhand.
Well, a lot.
Well, you have done the cupboard doors when they were falling
Oh,
off.
Yeah.
Always.
Always the cupboard doors because they were
and
hanging off.
what wasn't working? The stove?
The oven.
Oh, the oven.
Yeah.
Just that out, but we have to get somebody in.
The lamp when he came out of hospital and it kept falling off the cabinet for him and he wanted you to fix it to the wall. So Derek said, I can't really fix it to the wall, Felix, but I'll fix it to the top of the cabinet. So that's why
screwed it to the bottom.
That's why it was screwed in.
Should have sold them both together.
But you know, all the fetching and carrying and getting Dad in and out of the car and taking him places and
Yeah.
And
it was.
and to your
David,
home for Christmas. Oh my goodness.
Oh,
that
yes,
meant
yes.
so much.
I
to
must
me.
really enjoyed
admit, the first Christmas that we couldn't have him, and we couldn't come up here because he was that bad.
Yeah.
That were. It just didn't seem like Christmas because there was somebody missing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
But taking the commode and everything so he could have
Yes.
Christmas with you.
Didn't
Yes.
use it.
Oh no, he wouldn't use it.
No,
Of course
no.
not.
No,
Somebody else to clear it when we got back.
yeah.
Well,
So
you
he,
two have been amazing. Absolutely
Oh, I
amazing.
wouldn't miss
Thank
it.
you very much.
I wouldn't miss it. It was great.
Val knew what she was doing when she said, I think you need to
You need
go and
freedom.
visit Daphne in Colorado.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It was matchmaking.
It was,
Yes, it was.
yeah.
Yep.
That day that you was there at the
Yeah.
other flats and I met you for the first time. Yeah, she knew what she was doing,
Oh,
did
yeah.
Val,
Oh,
when she
yeah.
got us together.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did.
She didn't spell it out, but now
No.
looking back, I go, oh,
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah,
Right, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
well,
you.
thank you.
brilliant.
Mhm.
Brilliant.